Let's keep going. First off, we should save our game. I don't really feel like we need new Pokeballs or anything yet. Oh wow, that's a boulder badge. You got it from Brock, didn't you? When you get new gym badges, more items become available to you in the Pokemart. By the way, the Pokemart is the blue building. Pokemarts are in lots of towns though, so you probably already knew that, huh? Indeed. Oh, let's battle you, I guess. We are challenged by Last Janice. So, Oddish is actually exclusive to Let's Go Pikachu, while Snare, who is a Bellsprout, is exclusive to Let's Go Eevee. I guess we're battling to see which version is superior. The fact that they just stretch when they use growth is brilliant. I love that. Yeah, our moves right now are kind of terrible, I will admit. Oh, that... Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, let's take it down with Rap, why not? You're mean. Yeah. I guess? What do you have to say? Oh, you're a new trainer. I'm a coach trainer. Coach trainers are the ones who stand in various places to train trainers. I'm one of them. We coach trainers are strong, if I do say so myself. If you want to try out your strength, you should definitely battle us. We'll do that in a bit. I want to see what's over here first. An item. Very nice. 3 Pokeballs. Do you have anything else to say? You shouldn't be staring if you don't want to battle. We already battled! What are you talking about? Snare is looking relieved. That's great, but I wanted to talk to the trainer. Yeah, let's battle him. Coach Trainer Kareem, what do you have? A Bulbasaur. Okay, level 11. Let's start with the Rap. Oh, that's pretty strong. So we're gonna get some free damage thanks to the Rap. And we're probably only gonna get one other attack off with Snare, so I'm gonna switch him out. Yeah, let's go with Darwin. Yeah, because the level difference between Darwin and Bulbasaur isn't nearly as big as the level difference between Snare and Bulbasaur. I mean, sure, like 1 level versus 2 levels, who cares? Oh, okay. Leech Seed is gonna be a problem. Yeah. How does Tackle compare? Let's see. Oh, Tackle does way better. Yeah, we're just gonna keep using Tackle then. Darwin is at half health, so I have to be conscious of that. Bulbasaur also isn't doing crazy damage. But it is gonna kill next turn. Like, that's guaranteed. Yeah, there it goes. Sorry, Darwin. Mirror is flying type? Sure. Anyway, we're gonna use Gust. And that's Bulbasaur down. You are good. You defeated a coach trainer just like that. In honor of your strength, I have a gift for you. You got a revive. Yeah. Be sure to use them wisely. I thought that was gonna be something different. I thought he was gonna give us the Bulbasaur. Because I remember... I remember when I played the game for the first time getting access to Bulbasaur pretty early. But I may have been wrong on that. I don't want to actually use Bulbasaur on this playthrough. We're not going to use any of the original Kanto starters. I'm going to give you that spoiler. Wait, no, I have a big pearl. I can sell that too. Yeah, so we're not going to use any of the original Kanto starters, but I did want the Bulbasaur for my Pokédex. In fact, I always wear shorts, even in winter. That's my policy. That's a terrible policy. But, sorry, you are getting... hold on. Sorry, Weedle, you are getting the boot. I don't want to keep having to stop it from evolving. I want to keep it as a Weedle. I can tell you right now, we're not going to catch all Pokemon in this. Because I do not own Let's Go Pikachu. And I don't think I can feasibly transfer all the Pokemon that I would need to complete the dex from Go. I might be wrong on that, to be fair. I would really love another damaging move that's, like, you know, good. Yeah, Vine Whip and Wrap are not doing it for me. I'm sorry. Let's go double kick. Poison, please. Very good. Pokemon don't have abilities in this game, so I don't have to worry about something like Poison Point taking effect. That was another thing. I remember that. That's a criticism that not just this game, but also both of the Legends games have gotten, where people don't like that that the games don't have abilities, which, yeah, I can definitely understand that. I prefer when Pokemon games have abilities as well, but I don't know, I kind of like having a casual experience, or even just an experience that's different, where abilities aren't a factor as much, or at all. We haven't caught a Pokemon in a minute. Let's catch the Spearow. That was awful. Oh. Let's try a Great Ball. I don't know why I'm doing these like weird accents and rolling bars, but I don't know, I'm sticking with it. Great. 1, 2, 3. Caught. Spearow, the tiny bird Pokemon, inept at flying high. However, it can fly around very fast to protect its territory. I would disagree about that flying high part. I have seen the first episode of the anime. No, I didn't push you. What? Don't accuse me of stuff. Sent out a Nidoran. I sent out a Snare. But I'm going to switch to Darwin because he does better damage. It's okay, Snare. You'll get some time in the spotlight for the next gym. That's actually something interesting. So, people often bemoan the lack of difficulty options in Pokemon games. And I do understand the criticism, I do. But in a way, they are, at least in some of the games, kind of built in. Like with Gen 1, I think they definitely designed that with the starters being like difficulty settings. Because the first 2 gyms, Charmander's weak to, Bulbasaur is effective against the first one, neutral against the second, and then Bulbasaur is strong against both, so Charmander would be like the hard mode, Bulbasaur the easy mode, and Squirtle the normal mode. I don't know if that's like fully intentional. I imagine it is because, yeah, I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. One of the most... Wow, you're wearing shorts too! The most memeable line in... Okay, I don't know if it's the most memeable line in any Pokemon game, but it is certainly up there. Oh my god, a battle we can use a snare in. So yeah, as I was saying, in the original Kanto games, you could definitely see the starters, or as they're officially called, first partner Pokemon, as difficulty settings. Which, to be fair, like, we did have a Pokemon game that officially had difficulty settings with Black and White 2. And while I'm not going to get into that here, I think there's a reason why that didn't return. Are you a trainer? Let's get to it right away. A Kakuna. Oh, Pidgey. Pidgey, you want to help us out? I don't want to deal with a Kakuna. And Gust. That's kind of hilarious in context that Kakuna just dies to a single gust of wind. What'd you find, bud? Snare found something in the plants. A nana berry. Route 3, Mount Moon ahead. Any cool Pokemon in here? No, but there is a revive. Just taking a little rest here. That tunnel from Cerulean City takes a lot out of you. Ouch! I tripped over a Geodude on the ground. I came to Mount Moon from far away, cause I want a Pokemon I can ride on. That's right, you can ride on certain Pokemon like Onyx. We will challenge this coach trainer in a moment. Let's heal up first, though. If you catch a lot of Pokemon, you'll end up with more than you can carry around in your party. But the ones you can't carry, you can just stow in the Pokemon box in your bag. So no sweat. Plus, no matter how full your Pokemon box gets, it's easy to search to find the Pokemon you want. That was a really convoluted way of saying that. Hello there, sweetie pie. Don't call me that. Have I got a deal just for you? I'll let you have a secret Pokemon, a magic card for just $500. So you'll buy it, am I right? Ah, what the heck, why not? You paid an outrageous $500 and bought the magic card. The fact that even the game is like, why did you do that? Magikarp, the fish Pokemon. Famous for being very unreliable. It can be found swimming in seas, lakes, rivers, shallow puddles. Team Rocket attacking the good people of Cerulean City. And in their own homes. Not a day goes by without Team Rocket being in the news for some crime or another. Okay. Have we got all my Pokeballs on my belt? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yep, that'll do it. No matter how many Pokemon you have in your Pokemon box, you can only take 6 into battle. When Jigglypuff sings, Pokemon get drowsy. Me too. You get a little sleepy from Jigglypuff. That's cute. Darwin heard Jigglypuff singing and passed out. It's talking in its sleep. We'll let him sleep. When you try to catch a Pokemon, yeah? You sometimes see a green ring, yeah? That kind of Pokemon is easy to catch, yeah. If the ring's yellow, it'll be a bit harder, yeah? If it's a red ring, yeah, that Pokemon might be really hard to catch. Yeah. Anyway, I like how the bit of Eevee, Jigglypuff singing, putting people and Pokemon to sleep, just got carried over into the games. That's a fun detail. That was originally from the anime. Okay. Snare seems keen on the newfound escape rope. Alright. Yep, coach trainer. Let's train before going to Mount Moon. What you got? Last guy had a Bulbasaur. Oberon has a Meowth. Meowth was actually very close to becoming a team member for this journey. Just barely missed the cut, even. But I imagine it'll get its due at some point in the future. Okay, And now we Vine Whip. If he uses Payday, does that affect me too? Because that'd be nice. Because, like, he doesn't get anything out of using Payday. I can't see his bank balance. Alright, do it, Darwin. Finish him off. Oh. Oh, never mind. You didn't finish him off. Now finish him off, please. Thank you. The Meowth was a she, I'm sorry. Snare, please learn literally anything. Who's learning Quick Attack? Don't care. I'll have no problem going through Mount Moon. That's what I like to hear. Take this as thanks. Ah, very nice. Payday. Can Snare learn that? Because I am so tired of him having bad moves. No, he cannot. Nah, he can learn Headbutt. We'll teach Headbutt. I just need Snare to have any good move. Not even any good move, any okay move. Because Vine Whip works great when the opponent is weak to it. It works awful when they're not. We hope to see you again. Okay, next destination... Diglett Cave, right? No, Mount Moon. My bad. Spooky in here. Looks like there's nothing here. Then let's just search farther in. You were eavesdropping on us just now, weren't you? Meowth, you were supposed to be keeping watch. We know there's rare fossils buried around here somewhere. If you've got any, you better hand them over to us, twerp. That's right. If anyone's going to profit off of those rare fossils, it's going to be us. So, it's at this point where we can talk about a fun detail with these games. So, when these games were released, I think a lot of people probably had this reaction of, oh, Kanto again? Really? Why? And there is some merit to that. So, by the time this game released, we had original Kanto, Pokemon Yellow Kanto, Gold and Silver Kanto, Crystal Kanto, Fire Red Leaf Green Kanto, Heart Gold Soul Silver Kanto, and now also this game. But it does something a bit interesting because it's not a second remake of Red and Blue. This game is actually a remake of Pokemon Yellow, split into two games, which I believe is the only time that's happened. Geodude, the rock Pokemon, commonly found near mountain trails at the lake. If you step on one by accident, it gets angry. I would not want to get beat up by a rock. There's suspicious characters lurking around the caves. And you are? A suspicious character! Is it just me, or is the battle UI very zoomed in? I guess it's to accommodate for handheld mode. I never noticed that before, because the last time I played this game, I played it on a TV rather than a monitor. So it looks a bit weird on the monitor compared to the TV. Well done, Snare. And we get 5 great balls. Zubat, we do not have you yet. Get him a ball. Or I can miss. That's cool too. 2. 3. Can't. Acid, okay. Acid is a poison type move that may also lower special defense. What do we forget? Let's forget Wrap. Wrap has not been very useful. Zubat, the bat Pokémon, emits ultrasonic cries while it flies. They act as a sonar used to check for objects in its way. What? I'm waiting for my friends to find me here. What do you have? A Bellsprout. Time for a mirror match. Mine's better. And higher level. But also better. Check this out. And we got the flinch. Nice. I'm lost. Yeah. Sure did. You're pretty fast, kid. A Paris. Another Pokemon that came close to being a team member. Then I researched its absolutely pitiful stats. Like, just straight up. The only thing that Paris is good for is... The only thing that Paris is good for is for status moves. Beyond that, Paris doesn't really have a practical application. Paris, the mushroom Pokemon, burrows under the ground to gnaw on tree roots. The mushrooms on its back absorb most of the nutrition. You found an awakening. I've been enlightened. Are you not? You are a trainer. What the? How the hell did I sneak up on you? You were looking at me. Super nerd Jovan. Sent out Grimer. I guess he couldn't, like, see me through his glasses or something? I don't know. Grimer's just gonna keep pounding. So I suppose we'll just keep headbutting. One of us is gonna win out eventually. And it's not Grimer. It's never Grimer. My Pokemon won't do. Let's heal up. And again. So the nice thing about this game is that there's no random encounters. So even if you don't use a repel, you can just walk through caves no problem. Which is so much better than the alternative. You need to go through this cave to get to Cerulean City. I was planning to. Youngster Robbie has a Mankey. I need to rest my hand. It's kinda hard to hold the Pokeball Plus for extended periods of time. Why is Acid orange? I mean, I guess a poison type move doesn't have to be purple, but kind of weird. Oh, I understand what I did wrong earlier. I clicked onto a different monitor while having the game on my Switch. Clefairy, hello. Okay, we haven't seen that yet. So yeah, Pokemon can also move in different directions that don't stay static. I think when people were like worried about this catching system when it was first revealed, that a lot of people thought it would just be a simplistic thing where they would just stand in place waiting to get caught, but that's not the case at all. Clefairy, the fairy Pokemon, adored for their cute looks and playfulness. They are thought to be rare as they do not appear often. Snare seems happy that you won the recent battle. I hope that Clefairy and its evolution line get a bit more attention now that Clefable has a Mega Evolution. Let's see what's down here. Hopefully not the exit. That looks like progress. Let's not do that. That's always a thing in games, isn't it? When you're doing like the main story, you discover side stuff. When you're trying to do side stuff, you discover the main story. Wow, it's bigger here than I thought. I'm sure there's an innuendo in there somewhere. Oh, we can actually show off something cool. So, Clefairy is a fairy-type Pokemon. And you might know this, but fairy-type did not exist prior to the 6th generation. So originally this would have just been neutral damage, but since Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, our Gen 7 games, were actually super effective against Clefairy. Very nice, level 13. Horn attack. I don't really care what Nidoran learns since it's not going to be on the team. Okay. Oh. Yikes, quit following us. That was not the voice I did earlier, like, at all. What that did remind me of is the one video I saw from Pokemon Masters where James's VA from the anime was recording something, and mid-recording, he just starts choking on his words, and he continues to choke in character. It was so good. That's commitment. Did you come to explore the cave too? Yes, I did. You sent out a Sandshrew. We're seeing lots of Pokemon that we can't get yet, which is kind of cool. I think a lot of Pokemon games have a tendency to limit your opponent's Pokemon to just whatever it is that you are also able to catch, and I think that's a mistake. I think opposing trainers should, like, show off the cool Pokemon you'll be able to get later. Music stinks. That's so uncool. Oh, you surprised me. Oh, you're just a kid? Iker Marcos. Ikers usually have rock-type Pokemon, so we'll be fine here. And a what? I love how fast health bars go in this game. Like, you just attack, bam, health gone. And a 2. Done and done. I'm gonna try, boost the game. Go away, Geodude. Okay. For a second, I thought that Zubat was shiny. Holy shit. Okay, no, the game is a little loud. How is this? That seems better. Huh. See, you have plenty of Pokeballs. If you ever run low, come talk to me, okay? Meow. This seems more main story progress-y. Huh. Maybe the path I took earlier was the correct one and I didn't realize. Found a revive. Probably gonna go back anyway. We're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid. You are challenged by Team Rocket Grunt, who sent out Drowsy. Drowsy might be a bit of trouble for Snare depending on the level. Never mind, it's a level thing. Headbutt, please. Okay, hypnosis might be problematic. Snare, do me a favor and wake up real quick. Nope. We can take 2 confusions. Oh my god. Asleep and confused and everything. You want to be on fire too? Alright, Darwin. Finish the job. Thank you very much. I think my main issue with this control scheme is just that any controller that I can use to play this game is too damn small for my hands. And like, I'm not playing in handheld. I'm not gonna do it. You all status conditions on one Pokemon. Take that, please. Very good. Ocean. I don't want to deal with the Geodude. We're pretty high level already anyway compared to what's in the area. Aren't those dark colored things fossils? Alright, Meowth. Go get those fossils. Quit goofing off and go already. You can do it, Meowth. So yeah, we have technically not been introduced to those characters in this game yet. But anyone who's seen the Pokemon anime knows those two. That was not a detail that was present in Red and Blue, because those characters debuted afterwards. They debuted in the anime. You know what's really surprising now that I think about it? There's been a Team Rocket battle theme since the Gen 2 games, and these games don't use it. I guess it's faithful to the Kanto experience, but that's really weird when you think about it. But then again, really weird when you think about it could be a catchphrase for how a lot of Pokemon games are made, so... Okay, that's progress. That's 100% story progress, and I think that's where this dungeon ends too. So... weird. Ugh. I don't want to use revives. Especially in a game like this. What? No, I do want to use revives. I meant repels. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't want to use repels, especially in this game. Can I go over here? No, I can't. I can't cross those tiny rocks. Because... you never know what you'll run into. You could run into a shiny at any point. And if you use repelled, then you're getting rid of the shiny, basically. And I don't want to risk that, even if I end up with the mild inconvenience of running into Pokemon that I otherwise wouldn't. Right, yeah, so these games are not the first Kanto remakes. They're not. And the decision to do a remake of Yellow when a remake of Red and Blue, or I guess Red and Green, already existed is really interesting to me. And yeah, so some people might be wondering why I chose to play this game instead of Fire Red and Leaf Green, which at the time of making this are newly re-released on Switch. We'll get to that in a moment. Hey, stop. I found these fossils. They're both mine. Yeah, okay, buddy, sure. So yeah, Fire Red and Leaf Green recently, as of making this, released on Switch and Switch 2 on the eShop. So some people might be wondering why I'm playing these games instead of Fire Red and Leaf Green, since those games are seen as basically the definitive Kanto experience. There's a few reasons for it. So reason one is the simplest one, which is just I don't own those games. I haven't bought them even on Switch. And also I haven't experienced them at all, so there's also that aspect to it. The other aspect to it is that I think this game is really underrated. And I kind of want to show off that, yeah, Let's Go is a genuinely cool and fun spin-off. Well, it's main series, but like a spin-off in gameplay style, I suppose. I guess the best way to phrase it would be that Let's Go is an alternate take on Pokemon, the same way that Legends is. And I feel like those two sub-series, Let's Go and Legends, should coexist with the other games. I think there's a lot to like about Let's Go, from the visual style to having a simpler and a bit more casual Pokemon experience that you can just kind of chill with. Because I feel like there's a lot of Pokemon experiences where you just got these giant scales, these epic stories, and I like that, don't get me wrong. Fine, each take a fossil. It's no good being greedy, right? We're taking this one. Do you want to take the Helix fossil? Yes, indeed. Praise Lord Helix. Alright, then the other fossil's mine. Stop right there. Hands off! The fossil belongs to us. Ah, how did you even get here ahead of us? We're Team Rocket. I'm Jesse. And I'm James. The two of us are going to take that fossil back. You are charmed by Team Rocket, Jesse and James. Time for another feature that wasn't in Gen 1. Double balance. I didn't heal up Snare. That's annoying. So, double bounce in this game work kind of like you'd expect. The reason I say kind of is because at any time, even in single battles, you can choose to grab a second Joy-Con and join your friend who's playing the game. You can literally 2-on-1 this entire game. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like if it only worked on trainers that have multiple Pokemon and it just turned everything into a double bout, I would be cool with that. I would love that. But the fact that it lets you double team Pokemon, I don't know about that. I've run out of disk space for recording. Right. It's always something, isn't it? Thankfully, I can keep streaming and deal with that later. That really threw me off, because that means that any footage from this point forward on video is gonna be probably lower res, unless I can just record again. What? Okay. If I can just record again, what? Whatever. Whatever, man. Darwin looks completely exasperated. Me too, buddy. It's really awkward to control with the Pokeball Plus. You know what I'm really surprised by now that I think... Okay, I really can't record anymore. It's definitely run out of disk space now. You know what I find really strange? Not only did they make a Pokemon Go Plus and not do that for the Pokeball Plus, but they then also never allowed the Pokeball Plus to be used in any other Pokemon games. Like, it's literally just Pokemon Go and Let's Go. It's kind of weird. Like, I get it, because other Pokemon games have more, I guess, complex control schemes. But, like, you made a controller that's literally a Pokeball. Why would you not want to use that in, like, all of your games? Is there anything cool here? Doesn't look like it. Sorry, Spiro.